Hello, it's Lindsay and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I had this idea for today's video for a long time, but I kind of didn't want to do it because there's certain realizations that I've come to over the years that have made me a more positive person, and I wanted to share those with everyone to help someone out and make them more positive, but it felt very narcissistic. I felt like it was going to come off here's why I'm so great and here's how you can be just like me. And I didn't want to do that, but I also feel not to sound dramatic, but I feel like I was put on this earth to make people more positive and spread positivity, which kind of sounds annoying. I'm so sorry, but I genuinely feel that's what I'm meant to do in this world and just make people happy. Anyway, so I had 8 realizations that I've come to over the years, and I thought I would share them with everyone to hopefully make people's lives better. But also, the problem with this is these realizations worked for me. These are things that clicked in my mind that made me change my perspective on life. But it might be different for everyone else. What clicked for me might not make it click for you. You have to find what's going to work for you to make your perspective change. But, if this helps, it helps. I really hope it does. Also, I felt like me just sitting here and listing things was kind of boring to watch, so I'm also gonna do my makeup in the meantime. Okay, let's go. So the first thing that made me a more positive person is a Wendy's commercial, and I already did a whole entire video on this, but I'll just briefly summarize. So I was watching this Wendy's commercial one time, and the girl that represented Wendy was at a softball game, and this little girl was really upset. And Wendy asked her, did you hit the ball? Did you get on base? And the little girl was like, no, and she was really upset. And then Wendy was like, well, did you get hit by a pitch? And the little girl was like, no, and started laughing. And then Wendy was like, well, that's something to celebrate. And then it was to promote Wendy's soft serve ice cream, and there's your reason to go get ice cream. So what I took from that was every day there's something to celebrate, and every day there's a reason to go get ice cream. You just have to look for it. You'd be upset about the fact that you did bad on a test, or you could choose to celebrate the fact that you had chocolate milk today. It just depends, you have to change what you're looking at. Also, the absence of bad things is a good thing. For example, today, well, it's only 9:30 in the morning right now, but for example, yesterday, nothing bad happened to me. So why isn't it a good day? It's a good day. Nothing bad happened, so there's no reason to complain. So basically, what I got from the Wendy's commercial was that most people start their day off at a 0 and they wait for amazing things to make it a 10, but I start my day off at a 10, and then if nothing bad happens, my day stays a 10. Whereas the person that started the day off at a 0 is still disappointed. Okay, the next thing on my list is this quote from The Office. And it's in the series finale, so I guess this is kind of a spoiler, but it's not at all. But I feel like I should just say that. Anywho, so the quote is something along the lines of, every day I came here and I couldn't wait to go home, so why does it feel so hard to leave right now? And that really just made me realize, you just have to live in the moment and appreciate the present. I feel like so many people, myself included, for example, I would be in elementary school and I would think, I can't wait to be in middle school and all those people look so cool, I can't wait to do all that stuff. And then I would get to middle school and I'd be like, oh, I miss elementary school, all that stuff was so easy, but I can't wait to get to high school. And then I would get to high school and I would miss elementary school and middle school, but I couldn't wait to get to college. And then I would get to college and be thinking about high school. So what that Office quote made me realize is one day you're going to want to be exactly where you are. For example, don't spend high school thinking about how much you miss middle school or how much you're looking forward to college. Because one day you're going to want to be in high school again. And you're going to be thinking, why didn't I appreciate it when I had it? I was so excited for other parts of my life or reminiscing about other times of my life. But one day you're going to want to be exactly where you are. So just enjoy it while it's here. Okay, the third one is this quote I saw on VSCO one time. And it says, no regrets, because at one point it was exactly what you wanted. Which is just so true. There's so many things in my life where I wish I would have handled it differently, and now that I'm more mature, I realize that I did the wrong thing in that situation, but I don't regret it because at that time, that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I thought the right thing was. There's no sense worrying about it because at that time, that's exactly what I wanted to do. I don't think there's anything else to explain about that, just so really, just don't regret anything, you know? The fourth one is something I've just picked up over the years from all these other things, and that's to just distract myself with something positive whenever I'm upset. For example, if I was upset about a bad grade on a test, I would think, oh, but we have Friday off this week, I'm excited for this 3-day weekend, and I would focus on the fact that I'm excited for the 3-day weekend instead of dwelling on something sad that happened to me, to just make something more positive in my mind. Disclaimer for this one, this works for short-term things. I applied it to every single thing in my life, but for big things, it was just like a band-aid. It did not solve the problem at all. For example, when I found out last summer that I was going to be staying home the fall semester, not moving on campus, I was so upset. I was so excited to move in. So excited. And then I found out that wasn't going to be happening, and I was devastated. And I would just think, oh, but I'm excited for ice cream later, and I would just think about that, but I was not solving my problem, and I would just keep it inside and just distract myself and be naive and be in denial that I was upset. So this is where this one like has its problem, because I realized I needed to deal with my problems. I couldn't just focus on something good that was happening and distract myself and act like I wasn't actually upset, because then I didn't heal from it. The pain didn't go away at all. It's really important to find a balance, which I've found throughout this. Like when I'm genuinely upset about something and something that's like really weighing on my heart, like I have to talk about it, I have to address it so it can get over with, instead of just ignoring it, because then it just gets worse and it never really goes away. But for small things and things that don't matter as much, I guess, then I like to distract myself with something positive and then like find that balance of when to do it and when to not do it. Okay, these next 3 things are quotes that I like to use to remind myself that things just aren't that big of a deal and like it's all gonna be fine. So I'm gonna tell this story about something that happened to me at work, and then just to explain how these apply. So the one day, the vanilla soft serve machine literally exploded all over me, head to toe in vanilla soft serve, like all in my hair, everything. Everyone that was working kept coming up to me and they're like, oh my god, like I'm so sorry, like you're gonna be so sticky now, that sucks, like it's on your hair, it's all over your clothes. And I just kept thinking like, yeah, I mean, I'm fine though. It's unfortunate, but the first of these quotes is worse things have happened. Like it's really not that big of a deal, like worse things have happened, I'm gonna be fine. And then the second quote, life goes on. Like I'm gonna go home, I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna get the ice cream out of my hair. I'm gonna be fine, life's gonna continue, this won't matter in 2 hours. And then the third quote, you win some, you lose some. Like, oh well, this is just, like, I'm not gonna get all my wins. This is just one of those things where it's like, man, lost this one, okay. So those 3 quotes are just things I say regularly to remind myself that things just aren't that big of a deal. Like, if you step away from the situation and realize, oh, you just got ice cream in your hair. There's people that are suffering, like, I just have ice cream in my hair, like, I'm gonna be fine. Recap, those 3 So to recap, those 3 quotes were, worse things have happened, life goes on, and you win some, you lose some. And now the 8th realization that I came to, well, first of all, this might not work for everyone, because I like really believe in fate, and I believe that like I have a path and that there's like something out there meant for me to do. So the 8th realization I came to is that like everything's gonna work out how it's supposed to. This really helped me when I was upset that I wasn't gonna be moving into college, because I just kept reminding myself like there's a reason that I'm not moving into school. There's a reason for this. Like maybe I would have moved in and like met some horrible friends, or something horrible would have happened. I would have been miserable. Maybe I would have been super lonely. There's a reason for it. Like I'm gonna end up where I'm supposed to end up. Right now this might be unfortunate, but it's all gonna work out. So to recap, overall, 8 things that I've learned. Start each day at a 10, and then if nothing bad happens, your day stays a 10. One day you're going to be exactly where you are right now, so don't spend your time worrying about other time periods, just appreciate where you are. 3, no regrets, because at one point it was exactly what you wanted. 4, distract yourself from like small unfortunate circumstances with something positive. 5, worse things have happened. 6, life goes on. 7, you win some, you lose some. And 8, everything works out the way it's supposed to. So for overall, everything just depends on your perspective. Pretty much each of these just involves changing your perspective on the situation. If you want to look at your day and only focus on the bad things that happened to you today, then you're going to be more upset. But you can look at your day and focus on small things like, oh, I had my favorite food for dinner, or I really enjoyed the shower I took today. Like, those are wins. You can focus on those things. You can be happy about that. Sure, maybe you stubbed your toe. Sure, maybe something really bad happened. I don't know. But you can focus on other things. It sounds so cliche, but you literally can choose to be happy. You can choose to focus on the good in each day. You can change your perspective to see the good. And again, like I said, sometimes like horrible things happen, and obviously you don't want to focus on the good and just completely ignore those and be in denial. But like with regular day things, like, oh, I had a test today and it didn't go well, or oh, we had to run the mile in gym. Like, you're gonna, like, it's gonna go on, your life's gonna go on, you're gonna graduate, you're gonna get married, you're gonna do all the things you want to do. Like, that isn't gonna matter in the end. You can choose to be happy. You don't have to focus on the bad. I feel like I'm just being redundant now. I really hope this helped, because this has really helped my life, and I really like just want to help someone. That sounds so cliche now, though. Ew, I hate myself. Alright, I really hope this helps someone. Okay, I really hope this helps someone out there. That would literally just make my day, because it honestly feels like what I'm supposed to do in this world, not to be all dramatic. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe. It would make me so happy. I would smile so big like this. And you can find me on Instagram and TikTok at Lindsay with 2 Y's Kaiser. And I hope that you find something to celebrate today. Which, if you didn't get it, that's like from the Wendy's commercial. That's why I say it. Because, like, you have to find something to celebrate. And I'm saying I hope you do. I don't know if that was obvious. That was probably super dumb. No need to clarify that. Okay. Anyway, bye!